right, here's the top 5 welterweight contender, Belal. Remember the name Muhammad. And I pause at calling him an overachiever, but there were a lot of people who didn't necessarily think that this man was going to vault into the top 5 and be the factor that he has become in one of the UFC's deepest divisions.
Well, when you're this committed, when you are so committed to your craft, and you have an iron will that you will be something special, you can accomplish anything. And that's Belal Muhammad. When you talk to him, you get a sense that this guy believes that he's the best in the world. He doesn't believe it. He applies the work ethic to it to make himself and give himself a chance. It has allowed for him to be exactly where he is today.
And now he believes he might just be one win away from his first shot at the UFC title. We'll see how it goes for Muhammad tonight. All right, so tonight we get another look at the decorated lightweight champion, Islam Makhachev. This is one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world. Such a nuanced game on the ground. Outstanding striker as well, and puts his belt on the line yet again tonight.
Yeah, you know, Johnny, puts his belt on the line. This guy does everything so well. He's so well-rounded, he's so skilled, he's so gifted, and he is so confident in his ability to go and get you. It's that simple. I'm gonna get you. I'll get my hands locked, I'll throw you to the ground, and I will make you engage with me on my terms. That has allowed him to become the champion, and tonight, he has even more of an advantage because there's the boy, Hasbullah.
Hasbullah entrenched in the corner of Islam Makhachev, and he'll probably have a photo shoot later if fans are interested. We'll see how it goes for Makhachev tonight. And now our tale of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. Now for the introductions, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC welterweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Belal. Remember the name, Muhammad. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC welterweight champion of the world, Islam Makhachev.
And there's Herb Dean. He will handle the action inside the octagon. All right, here we go, round 1 with Belal. Remember the name Muhammad. And a lot of people were willing to forget the name when he lost to Jeff Neal back in 2019. This man has been on an absolute tear ever since, training now in his native Chicago at Mike Valley's Academy. But it's the wrestling, it's the suffocation on the ground that Muhammad maybe didn't have early on in his UFC career that has become a staple of his recent success.
In the half guard. Oh, he's attacking choke now.
Oh, I'm no expert, but that Von Flue choke looks locked in. Ooh, flips the switch as he changed the submission attack.
He jumps right to the opposite side, trying to get the arm triangle.
All right, side control now. Making all these shots count. Oh, he's got him in the crucifix now. A lot of body weight from the top position. If you're on bottom here, this is not a good place to be.
You have got to free one arm. You cannot worry about both of them. Get one free, and then start building towards doing something else. But the first step is to get an arm free to start trying to be able to defend yourself. You have nothing blocking your face when you're in this position.
Makhachev's back to the side control now. Oh, pinpoint ground strike by him there, and that one opened up a cut. Takes his back now.
Oh, nice right hand by the champ, yeah.
Nicely done.
He's postured, landing huge ground and pound. The guy has to move or the fight's gonna get finished. He's got to find a way back to his feet.
While landing several strikes here from the top, standing over his opponent. Good work here by Muhammad. Ground and pound strike there now.
Watch yourself. Control the wrist.
Oh, and another punch on the ground gets through. May need some defense here. All right, you don't see this every day. North-south position on the ground. All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. 45 seconds remain in the round. Under 30 seconds.
Great shot from the top position.
And there it is, another strike on the ground gets through. Makhachev's cheek looks like it's cut. Yes, it is, starting to bleed a little bit now. Horn sounds for the end of round one. All right, so the round is over, but not before damage was done. Cut on the cheek, sustained in that round. Cut man in there quickly as usual to try to seal it up.
Those elbows, all of that is working great.
All right, D, get a few clips of the damage done in that previous round. That eye continues to be the main target.
I mean, he is getting hit in this position, and it's all about now, where is the cut? Is it above the eye? Is it below the eye? But every time you get hit in that area, it is going to sting, and the bleeding will then cause issues to your sight. He's got to change something.
You ready to fight? You ready?
All right, round two. Oh, judges had to like that uppercut. All right, well, perhaps he has a point to prove. Perhaps there's a hip injury, but this man's UFC career has been defined by the takedown. He hasn't attempted a single one today.
He hasn't even attempted it. It's very surprising, and honestly, for a guy that enjoys the wrestling, it's very disappointing.
Big strike lands.
Big strike lands. Now he looks to try to chase down that big.
Big left hand lands upstairs.
Beautiful.
And lands an elbow on the inside. Makhachev's in half guard. Oh, arm triangle attempt now. Oh, he's in trouble here, DC.
He's got the triangle with a lot of pressure going down on his opponent. He's got it. He's got it.
Oh, he got out. How good is that?
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed.
All right, so he's sort of turtled up here. Not great body language. Perhaps he's trying to bait him in a little bit. All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. Muhammad's looking to pass out of the half guard here, maybe looking for side control. He's denied. Just over 2 minutes to go in the round.
Take a deep breath.
All these actions, though, these big actions, got to wear on the gas tank of both guys.
Good work from the top here by Muhammad. Another ground and pound strike lands. All right, half guard position here. We'll see what he can do with it. A lot of weapons at his disposal from this dominant position.
Oh, man. I feel for a wrestler, this is the most dominant position in all of fighting. Because wrestlers love...
Oh, it looks like he's trying to isolate an arm here. Triangle now, DC. We'll see if he can close the show.
Oh, the triangle is in. Attacking armbar.
Oh, somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth, but the submission defense wins this transition.
All right, we'll see how he chooses to defend here. All right, so that opened up a cut around his eye area.
He hasn't moved his head well. He was taking shots too clean, and now a cut has opened up.
Fighter trying to pass here, ooh, but gets denied.
Gets denied. Great job, great recognition of seeing what your opponent was trying to do.
2 rounds in the books.
Stop!
All right, listen, bud. You did okay that round, but I need you to avoid the ground. Let's keep this fight standing. You have a really good chance at knocking him out on his feet.
All right, so there's the horn. That means it's the end of the round, and a lot of good offensive wrestling work from him over those previous 5 minutes.
I mean, great offensive wrestling. Every time he changed levels and got to his opponent's legs, he was able to secure the takedown. Let's see what type of fatigue his opponent will carry into the next round. Way to hide that leg kick.
Another kick to the leg now lands. Beautiful work as usual on the feet by Belal Muhammad. And he switches to southpaw. Entering in on a single leg takedown attempt here, and he is able to get the fight where he wants it. Nice job there.
The moment he secures that single leg, you can see how comfortable he is and the variety of finishes he has from this position.
Well, very efficient and effective with the ground and pound strikes here. High level work by Muhammad. Trying to pass the guard here, but a nice job by the bottom fighter defensively.
Bottom fighter did a fantastic job of following up his hips, making sure he blocked any attempt to get past his guard.
Rear naked choke. Oh, that rear naked choke looks tight. Oh, how good is that as he gets out?
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory.
All right, so yet another ground and pound strike lands right there, DC.
He's getting very active now that he knows he can land these strikes.
Oh, the ground and pound is coming. Good movement to avoid some of that power coming back. All right, he continues to bully his opponent here, really manhandling him on the ground. All right, he's in a half-guard position here, DC, and in a good spot to dole out a lot of damage, I would think.
A lot of damage can be done from the half guard. You sit back on that leg, you press down into your opponent, you drop elbows, you drop punches. What is very key is you controlling the underhook on the far side. If you give up that underhook, your opponent can use the half guard to build up to an elbow, sweep, or just chase down a single leg.
And again, dealing with that cut around his eye. Got to be careful.
He's got to shore up the...
Oh, tight submission attempt now with the Dorse. Oh, he's got the submission locked in now.
Oh, he's got the choke. He's got the choke. It's over. It's over.
Oh, he got out.
He cleared his leg, got back to his back, and created some space between him and his opponent to stay out of that Dorse choke. Great ground and pound by this man. Another strike gets through from the top position.
Champ, look at that redness underneath his elbow. A lot of those strikes to the body starting to pile up.
Getting beat up and being smart enough to not be headhunting the entire time. I like this. I like this approach.
Lands the ground and pound strike. All right, the referee not seeing enough action there. We go back to the center of the octagon now. 30 seconds to go in the round. Effective use of the jab there by Makhachev. Both fighters starting to open up a little bit. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Effective punch from the clinch there by Muhammad. All right, that's 3 rounds in the books. We are headed to the championship rounds.
Everything you're doing is good. Your rhythm is great. Keep it up. Your hands are landing all the time. I want you to keep that head moving, and then...
All right, let's get you some pictures from that previous round, DC. A lot of good work with the ground and pound striking.
Yeah, he was able to control posture, get himself postured up, land big ground and pound as he ended the round. What a great finish to a fantastic round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
We have arrived at the 4th round fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, so here we go with our fourth round of a possible 5, and a lot of fighters. That's the biggest shot of the fight thus far. How's his opponent still standing?
I mean, I have no idea. This fight is supposed to be over, and it might not be over now, but it's gonna be over very soon.
Well, I'm no fighter, but if I rock a guy to that extent, I feel like I'm closing the show.
Absolutely. You gotta go close the show if you get a guy hurt that bad. You cannot back off and take your time. He's right for the picking. Go and pick a dude. There's a left change, yes.
Well, perhaps it's a high fight IQ, perhaps it's obvious, but he is attacking the back mount now. Lands with the ground and pound here. Another ground and pound strike gets home. All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC. Under 3 minutes now to go on the round.
Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Continuing to work out of the half guard.
Now he's going full mount. Look at that. Recognized he was about to lose position.
Oh, looks like he's got that arm pin in the triangle now.
It looks like the arm triangle's getting very close. Now he's got to get off to the side, drop his chest to the mat, and get the finish. Great submission defense on full display by the opponent.
Well, not good body language from his opponent here, DC. He's curled up.
No, he's exhausted. He's been beaten.
Oh, and he's able to land a strike there from the bottom. Nicely done by Belal Muhammad. All right, half guard position for him here, and I can hear Dominic Cruz in the back of my head just screaming about underhooks somewhere.
Yeah, he loved, I mean, but he's right? He's so right in terms of if you're on your back in the half guard, one thing you can't, come on, Kimura now.
Ooh, that Kimura looks tight.
Oh, man, that was slick.
All right, big storyline starting to develop here. That cut really starting to gap wide open as this fight continues.
And you can watch him, you see him. You can see it becoming his focus as he's popping him on that cut. And it's starting to open up more and more as the fight goes long.
Stop.
All right, great stuff, man. That was your round for sure. You completely dominated that round. I need more of the same. This is the last 5 minutes of the fight. Let's go.
All right, so the takedown's the big storyline in that previous round. Let's look back at some of the highlights, DC, and got to be pretty discouraging to get grounded that many times in one round.
Oh, it's so discouraging because all you want to do is let your offense go, but every time you're getting dragged to the floor constantly, you're starting to get fatigued. He's starting to wear on you. Let's see what type of effect it takes on his offensive. That's one of those shots that if you take one of them, if you in the night, that one landed right on the spot.
Well, you got to think he might be trying to set up that overhand again. He's found a home for it all night long. Let's see if that holds true. Now looking for a takedown and gets it. Pretty good work with the strikes here off of his back by Makhachev. Oh, you gotta love the ground and pound strikes here. Oh, his ground and pound is on full display here tonight. Oh, hammer fist here by Belal Muhammad. All right, so good ground and pound by him here, certainly staying busy, and not just busy, but effective.
You can just throw punches to keep the referee off you. This guy is throwing punches to be effective, to throw damaging strikes. He's doing a fantastic job.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Muhammad. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. All right, he's hanging out. All right, setting up the arm bar here.
Beautiful setup on that arm bar. Arms in deep.
Submission defense on full display there.
He said that he was very aware of what this guy brought to the octagon, and it showed in that defense. Right now, it looks like he may be trying to set up an arm triangle choke. He needs to secure the left arm, push it across, and secure it with his head.
Good job by the champ there. Sliding back out.
Oh, now he's going to find himself in a little more danger. He's doing a really good job putting himself in position.
90 seconds to go in the fight. Muhammad's in half guard now. Lands the grounded pound strike here. These ground strikes really started to add up. There's another one. All right, so a grueling battle on the ground, and no surprise, the crowd pops in appreciation as the fighters work their way back to the feet.
This is an educated crowd, J.A. They appreciate high-level grappling, and that's exactly what they got in that exchange. He's got that single collar tie.
And there's a takedown attempt. Seconds to go. Oh, big knee to the body, man alive.
Now they separate. Nice block.
All right, so they came in unquestionably the two best in the world in this division, and they showed you exactly why here tonight. A lot of people may think the challenger did enough. For me, slight lean to the champion to retain his title.
I agree with you, John. I thought the champion did just enough to keep his belt. And this has nothing to do with you got to beat the champ to get the belt. No, the champion outworked him in the big spots, and he should retain his title.
We'll see how the judges saw it. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. The judges score the contest 49-46, 50-44, and 49-46. For the winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Islam Makhachev.
All right, so he needed the full 25 minutes to get the job done here tonight, but he does exit the way he entered. As the undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, this was a title fight that really had it all. And again, we've said it before, we will say it again. It is going to take a Herculean effort to dethrone this man at 100.